Welcome to Beyond the Wall. This is my life story before, during, and after incarceration. And I got out on August 21st, 22nd. Oh, my bad. I got out on August 10th, 2022. So I've been home almost 7 months now. You know, on the last one that I've shared with you, I had got into a little hot water with my probation. I pissed dirty. Now during this time, I'm inquiring about, what are the repercussions for pissing dirty? And I found out there's people that's pissed dirty 20 times before they even went back before the judge. Or some of them, they don't even pay them no mind. Well, anyway, because of me pissing dirty, I now have to attend a substance abuse class starting Monday. Today's date is the 10th of March. So starting Monday, coming up, I have to attend a 16-week substance abuse class. Then after that, I got to do another class. I have to go to therapy. I have to go see a psychiatrist for a psych eval. Now, all these things are fine and dandy, right? But just last night, something happened that is, in my opinion, it's a little extreme and out of the ordinary. I've only had one dirty, and that was about 3 months ago. Any of you guys follow me on Facebook and stuff, you see that I work out all the time. I'm in the gym. I do my little cardio at home. I'm active. So when you're working out, you have to feed your muscle. I drink Gatorade. I drink water. I drink vitamin water. I drink liquid throughout the day. Well, all my UAs come out diluted, whatever that word is. Like, they're there watching me pull out my weenie, stick it in a bottle, fill up the bottle. But for some reason, they're having issues with me pissing diluted. Well, last night I was at my parents' house having dinner. I get a call from my PO. He tells me, "Hey, where are you at?" I tell him I'm at my parents' house. "Well, I need to come by your house for a visual, for a home visit." I say, "Fine." This is at 8:30 at night. Why they want to visit you after working hours or whatever, that's on them. I don't try to predict what they're gonna do or anything like that. So I leave the house. Takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to get from my parents back home out here to Sugar House. My parents lives out in West Valley. Well, when I pull up into my driveway, my PO and two other officers came out of the car. So when they came out of the car, walking towards me, part of me, I was just like, well, why are these guys just sitting in the car, waiting for me? But what I didn't notice was that there was another three officers that came outside the right side of my house. Then another 4 or 5 COs came out the left house. My house was surrounded by marshals, and I don't want to say SWAT, but they were Salt Lake City PD Division 9 or Division 19. Like, this wasn't a home visit. They came here to raid my house. So they had me turn around, put my hands on my car, the routine, hand behind my head, went down and searched my body, searched my vehicle, then proceeded to come in and tear up my house. You would think these type of things would be reserved for somebody that's been accused of committing a crime or suspicious of committing a crime. You know, at first, I didn't know what was going on, but I haven't done nothing out here. I've been going to work, been going to all my classes that's been asked of me, jumping through all the hoops that they want me to. But here, I got 10 officers in my house, ransacking my house. What they're looking for, I have no idea, because I don't have anything in this house. And let's just say for instance that I am doing something, I wouldn't have it in my house. So obviously I don't have any issue with these officers coming into my house and tearing it up. But while I'm sitting there, you know, with my dog, keeping them from running around, I hear the conversation like they're in this fucking house because my UA the other day came back diluted. Think about that. I didn't piss dirty. I haven't violated any conditions of my probation. I'm going to work and doing my program, but here I got armed officers, marshals, and Salt Lake City PD in my house like it's a crime scene. I want to know, anybody that's viewing this, if you ever got your house raided because you UA dirty. I want to know, because I'm just trying to figure out why is such scrutiny placed on me. You know, before I went to prison, during the course of my time in prison, I don't know what's really been going on out here in the streets. But the courts, they feel that I'm some type of gang leader. And maybe that I'm back out here inserting myself in that lifestyle. But what gang leader can I be? I was a kid. I went into the penitentiary at 18 years old. So, what have I done in that short span of my adulthood before I went to the penitentiary to establish myself as some type of gang leader? What influence do they feel that I have over the streets? What threat do they think that I impose for me to just to piss a dirt, not even a dirty? I'm trying to tell you, I've got one dirty in the last 7 months. Yeah, that's probably one too many. But by any standards, that is somebody that is doing what they're supposed to do. They had a slip up. But if you look at it, the overall picture, they should be patting me on my back. Coming out of the penitentiary after doing 24 years and able to maintain a job, able to maintain my sanity, able to stay out of trouble, keep myself from getting into any shit. I should be getting patted on the back, not have my fucking house raided. You know, how do you justify contracting the Salt Lake PD, having the marshals come here after hours to come and do a raid at my house? Do you know the expense that was, the cost that was spent to have all them officers stomping through my house, searching everything in my house? What were they expecting to find? I'm not doing nothing. He knows I'm not doing nothing. And like I said, if I was, why would I have anything at my house? Why would I have anything in my car? But more importantly, why would I do anything to risk back going to prison? I haven't harmed anybody out here. I haven't robbed anybody out here. I haven't stolen anything from anybody out here. You know, to tell you, hey, we're going to give you a 26-year sentence because this is what we feel that you owe the community for your crimes. I went and did that 26-year sentence. I did every single day of it. I lost 636 days good time. I didn't even get a halfway house. I didn't even get a chance to integrate myself back into society. The halfway house refused me, so I had to max out my time to get thrown right into the world. But again, what is it that they feel that's so special about me that they denied me a halfway house, that denied me a chance to integrate back into society? And they're kicking my doors over a diluted UA. I ask again, anybody that's viewing this that's ever been on probation, if you ever pissed dirty, did the police, the SWAT team come kicking in your door, ransacking your house? I'm out in the world right now. I'm not incarcerated in the penitentiary anymore. But by no means am I free. I have no control over what they do with my life. They tell me jump through this hoop. I gotta jump through this hoop. They tell me crawl through this mud. I gotta crawl through this mud. You know, I'm in my feelings at this moment because I feel that the way they came here was excessive. The neighbors all got their lights on. There's cops all over my front lawn, armed. My lights are all in the house. They're going in and out. They're not being discreet about it. It's almost like they wanted to show the neighbors that, hey, you got a criminal living next to you. I live in Sugar House. It's a nice, quiet neighborhood. And I'm sure last night was the first time they ever seen police storming somebody's residence. So what are you doing? Are you trying to damage my credibility? Are you trying to damage my image? You know, the things that I'm trying to do out here is to help evolve the people in the streets to do something better. Is to help change and present a different mentality. My brand is BMA. My mentality is evolving yourself to the person that you know you can be. Conducting yourself with integrity. So, are they against that? They don't want me to push a man-time mentality? To conduct yourself with integrity, to take responsibility for your actions? You know, when I got the dirty, I told them, hey, whatever I need to do going forward, I accept it. I fucked up. They made me go see a psychologist. I went and saw him. They wanted to put me on meds. I declined because I don't need their psychedelics. I've seen people in the penitentiary who they feared, and they didn't know how to manage them, so they put them on medication. I've watched them. When the deuces go off and something happens in the penitentiary and they have to lock us down and pill line is late, you know, they call pill line at a certain time. I see these individuals that's on these freaking prescribed meds by these doctors sitting there shaking, tapping their feet, waiting for their dosage, waiting for pill line, waiting for whatever chemicals that these medical professions are trying to put in their body. But all these things are addictive. You know, I've seen dudes that when I met them, they came across like they were a bunch of lames or something. You know, some dude that was crazy and you know, just talking to himself and having little tics and stuff. But I come to find out, man, that dude was a good dude. That dude went hard. And the administration didn't know how to deal with him, so they forced them on these fucking drugs. And now they're all fucking out of their mind, walking around talking to themselves, tapping their feet, And if they're late for their dosage for that day, they're getting antsy. And, I've seen the government do these things to people. Like, a lot of people have a hard time believing that the government, the system, is devious like that. But now all this shit is coming out through the course of the history that, yeah, when they were telling African Americans that they were getting the flu shot or a vaccine, they were sticking them with syphilis. You had minorities that were going to the hospital to give birth, and these people freaking sterilized them without their knowledge. You have people in prisons that are being tested on with different type of fucking drugs all the time. When they can't control you, they want to subdue you. But what is the tactic of running up in my house, raiding my house, going through everything? I'm still here because they didn't find a fucking thing. They just went and got all these officers to come here to ransack my house and didn't find a fucking thing. Because I don't have a fucking thing in this house. But what are you doing? You trying to inadvertently threaten me? You trying to shut me up? Like, these programs, my Beyond the Wall, my Welcome to the USP, it's just the beginning. Because right now, literally, I'm handcuffed and shackled. I have so many different restrictions on me that are not on normal people that parole out of prison, that are on probation. For some reason, they have this illusion that I'm something bigger than just a dude trying to rebuild his life. It's frustrating. After 24 years, you come home, you want to start your life. You're doing everything you're supposed to do to try to rebuild your life. But there's always a roadblock. Whether it's trying to find a job and having to check that box and being scrutinized, or just meeting people that's heard your name and know of your history and have them look at you sideways, or just these lames out here in the street that don't know who you are, but they're so accustomed to being disrespectful to people all the time, they want to jump out there and be respectful. And my hands are cuffed. I have shackles on my legs. I can't do nothing but swallow my pride and keep pushing. Because if I react to all these different things that's happening around me, all they're going to do is call the police. And when they call the police, there's no two sides of the story. It's just their side. Why? Because I'm nothing but a low-life criminal, an ex-con. My word doesn't mean anything to them. But again, man, hit me up. If you ever been on probation, if you ever been on parole, and you pissed dirty, and you had the SWAT team running your house, I just want to know if this is a normal routine. Because from all account, from all my inquiries, no one's ever heard of this shit. I really don't have any morals to this story. I'm pretty much just venting, letting you guys know what's going on with me. Last night, March 9th, around 8:30 p.m., I had stormtroopers kicking my door and ransacked my house. All because my UA came back diluted. I just want to know what system justifies the resource, the money spent on kicking in somebody's door because they passed the UA. I passed the UA. but they're upset about it. Thank you. Welcome to Beyond the Wall.